There you go. Now I got my music cued. It's like this and like that, like this. Hey guys, my voice is up to shit. Hey guys, my voice is up to shit. I've been crook as a dog. Been in bed for like the last 2 days. So if you mightn't be able to hear me that well, because I'm a bit croaky. Um, this guy's like put up his Litecoin wallet. There's no giveaways today, mate. Hey, Sakat. Hey, Crypto Fez. No giveaways, brother. Hey, bad news. You guys are catching me on Facebook. Yeah, I've been ill. Hey, Michael, down in Kenya. How you going, mate? So yeah, just a quick one. Uh, I'll just touch on a couple of things. Obviously Genesis, right? Everyone knows about Genesis. Everyone's getting back to getting paid slowly. They're just getting back into things as as they uh, as they would, you know. Um, you know, these companies that are not legit, they stop paying you, right? These companies that just run on scripts and a bunch of people joining, right? When it comes too hard, they just pull the pin. And I guess when you've been in this space for a while, you get conditioned that way, right? But Genesis is a real company, you know. So I have a lot of faith in Genesis. I've invested a lot of money in Genesis. I expect them to be around for the next, 5, 8, 10 years. The way Bitcoin's climbing, um, it's just way too profitable for them. So so yeah, I've been paying up to the 23rd, and then we'll just once they catch up. So no biggie, right? You just people that were just doubting Genesis mining. You just need to have some faith, you know. Um, yeah, if it was just like your normal rev share, maybe. I say that candidly because it's all funny now. We can laugh about it, right? Um, so yeah, I guess the next thing I want to talk about is the halving. Okay. Um, I mean, it was always going to happen. It was always going to happen that the Bitcoin was going to split, right? Because you got two different sides of the coin. You know, you got these people that are true Bitcoin enthusiasts, and then you got the people that are profiting from the miners' perspective that are profiting from. But then again, they do a very important job with Bitcoin, and they secure the network and make sure the transactions get secured in the blockchain. So they have a lot of pull. So they've decided that there's gonna be a split, and it's gonna be called Bitcoin Cash. So I always knew there was gonna be a split. I mean, if they wanted to do a split and run a different protocol, they could. But the best thing about it was it's gonna be an official split. So which means there's gonna be two chains, which is good. In other words, you're gonna get two Bitcoin. So you're gonna get your normal Bitcoin, which is going up, which is 270. I think it's what's it at the moment? 2,730, and that's going to continue to go up. And then you got your BCC, Bitcoin Cash, which is going to be an extra $343 per Bitcoin. So I just made a bunch of money. So what does this mean? I mean, it means awesomeness. It means what I've been telling you all the time. Don't sweat on it. Why are you sweating on getting paid twice? I don't understand the whole fear behind it. More coins, more competition, happy days, right? Bitcoin's still going to be king in my opinion. Bitcoin Cash is just free money to me. So what do you do? How do you get your Bitcoin Cash? Well, if you've got an Exodus wallet, you just you hit Control Shift D and you get up the this bit up the top here. It gives you a navigation up the top. Then you go Developer, Assets, Bitcoin, Export, Private Keys. Now when you do that, it'll export and put a folder on your desktop, and it'll give you an Excel file in that, and in that Excel file it'll have your private key. Do not give that to anyone, all right? Because if they get that private key, they can get your Bitcoin. So now that you got that, because Exodus is not supporting Bitcoin Cash, all right? So then what you got to do is just go to one of the supporting sites. This is at where it is. There it is. There, bitcoincash.org. Go one of the supporting sites or exchanges. Import your Bitcoin there, and they'll have some further instructions on what to do. Or if you've got a Trezor, then you don't have to worry about it. I've got a Trezor as well, but I've got a little bit amount of Bitcoin in my Exodus account. Or just if you don't want to bother with it, if it's only small, just flip it into something like Ethereum or Litecoin. But if it's only something like $50, I mean you could go through the process if you want. Just import it into one of these exchanges. I'm surprised Bittrex isn't there, but anyway, just open up an account at one of these ones, Bitfinex, Yobit, or just go to one of these wallets. Okay, download one of these wallets, and they'll have instructions on how to claim it. You'll have to import your private keys. That's why you need them. And then what they'll do, it'll just validate that that Bitcoin is your Bitcoin. It's the only Bitcoin. Once you validate it, then you get the equaling sum of Bitcoin Cash, baby. So one Bitcoin, you'll get approximately 343 USD per Bitcoin. So happy days, right? So that's that. But the best thing to do is don't do anything for at least another 3 or 4 days. Wait till August the 5th, for August the 1st is done and dusted. Wait 2 or 3 days, then do it, okay? There's no rush, all right? Make sure everything's sort of settled down and everything's in its place, and then do it, okay? So no biggie. That's how you do that. I was telling you guys not to even freaking worry about it. That if there's a split, you get 2 Bitcoin. You're getting free money. What's there not to worry about that? Yeah, I'll do a Litecoin giveaway another day. Crypto Fez. Just I've been in bed the whole freaking time, man, and I went to the freaking hospital yesterday. This is my first experience because I live in Chiang Mai. I went to the hospital yesterday in Chiang Mai. Holy shit, have I impressed. Hospitals in Australia, they make you wait like 4 hours before you get served. I was served within 10 minutes. I had a nurse, and damn, the nurses there are pretty. I hope my girlfriend doesn't watch this live stream. So then I was just I got served by a nurse. Then I saw the doctor, and then the doctor he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put you on this. I'm gonna give you a shot." I'm like, "Nah, no shots. I don't. Needles and me don't mix." So then I was probably there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I had 2 doses of the that thing that they put over your nose. and they give you gas, and it goes through your system, it clears out your lungs. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, I think you guys know what I mean. And then I got all my pills. I got pills, anti what do you call it? Antibiotics, 2 puffers. They even gave me freaking drinks, like a Gatorade kind of solution. So when you drink, it revitalizes your internals. I was like, damn. Now I had to pay. It cost me about $160, but it probably justifies it. I don't have insurance, so I couldn't claim it. But if I get insurance, it'll probably cost me about $580, and I haven't been sick in 16 months. Or if I get the full insurance, including Medivac, it's about $1,300 or $1,400. It's something to be considered. I might consider getting the $1,500 Medivac, and that covers everything. So if anything happens to me, or need emergency surgery, or I come off the scooter that I bought, they'll fly me directly to a hospital in Australia, no questions asked. Right? They'll put me on a helicopter straight away, and that'll probably cost anywhere from 50 to 100 grand just to do that. So I guess if it's worth it, but I haven't been in any serious accidents yet. Anyway, that was my experience in hospitals, man. Now I did this review the other day of this, right? And it's kind of, I'm big on this, okay? Actually, hang on, I won't show you that. Let me have a look at this. I'm big on did you watch orders? This particular ICO launches. It launches soon. All right. It ends like literally. Yeah, it ends very, very soon. So you're probably going to miss it. Hang on, give me a sec. Oops. Give me a sec, guys. You're probably going to miss this if you don't. But I'll explain it anyway, okay? There could be an opportunity later on down the track. Let me just click this off. Hang on. So this one I'm talking about is I just like this because I'm just a fan of mining, so I'm bullish on this. Okay, so other people might have a different perspective, but I've got a big Genesis account, right, and I've run the numbers, and this particular ICO is at least minimum five times more profitable than Genesis mining. Right, so coming from someone that has a big Genesis mining account, it took me a while to get my head around this, because it's kind of tricky in a way. They don't actually. I mean, the information's there, but you got to decipher it in a way, kind of. You know what I mean? But this thing here is extremely, extremely profitable. It's limited, and the thing is, there's only 13 hours left on this sucker. So I will be putting my money. I'll be still buying Genesis mining contracts, okay, but I'll be diverting some of that money to this because it's 5 times more profitable. Why would I not do that? Right? It makes no sense, right? So I'll probably do 50-50 for a while. But it just, you don't have to be a freaking brain surgeon to figure out that, when something's 5 times more profitable, well, that's where you put your money. So how this basically works is they've now canned all the you cannot buy any equipment at all and them to host it. That's out of the question now because the demand for the service they're providing is too high now, and they've canned. In other words, you could just come and buy the equipment and then they'll host it for you and then pay the premium. Can't do that. You can't even do that anymore. You need to have tokens. So this is the last batch of tokens now, and you got 13 hours. So how does this work? So this is your tokens, right? You need to buy tokens to run the machines. So I guess before I say any more is, if you don't want to become a miner, then this ICO is probably not for you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, you really to take advantage of the mining side of it and be very profitable, you have to buy the machines, right? You can buy the machines yourself, or you can buy the machines through them. Either way, there's, you know, they give you the option. But basically, this is a S5 S9, 94 cents, $2.34 for the maintenance, and $6.30 for the hosting. Cost of hosting. The net profit is $9.58. So these are the different machines. S9, which is a Bitcoin miner. B3 Plus, that's a GPU that does Monero and Ethereum. And then your L3, which is your Litecoin miner. So the Litecoin miner is the most profitable. Then you got your GPU, which is your Panda B3. And then you got your S9. But S9s are still profitable. The reason is because you're getting the power at dirt cheap. Okay, so this is basically the breakdown of your Panda miner. Okay, Panda miners, they're basically like a huge box with like 6 or 8 GPUs in it, and you just buy it as a complete unit, right? You just plug it in, run your software, nice hash or whatever, and then you start mining. Instead of building the rig yourself, getting graphic cards, getting motherboards, getting your power supply and all that sort of stuff, right? Everything, the Panda miner, it's all there. I think the power source is already in the Panda miner. So it's an easier way just to buy the unit, plug it in, start working. So roughly, it's $684.42 to produce one BTC, which is 2,750, right? So why wouldn't you spend $684 to make 2,750? Right? Makes it's pretty like, I would do that all day, right? So at the moment, you guys are either buying actual BTC and you're trying to flip that. So you're not going to make much profit. You're going to wait for it to go up and down. Or you could then try to mine it yourself, okay? Or you could then use a service like Genesis Mining, where they will, you buy the hash power and then that hash power equates to so much profit. So they take a fair bit of profit as well. Or you could do it this way, which is basically you buy the machines, they host it at their facility, and you get roughly 3.3 cents per kilowatt. That's the cheapest in the world. One of the I don't know where you're going to find 3.3 kilowatt anywhere. You're not going to find it in New York. You're not going to find it even in Thailand. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it anywhere in the world. Maybe Iceland. Okay, maybe Genesis knows something we don't. Right? But the thing with Genesis is they're getting it dirt cheap, but they're not giving you that price. All right? They're selling you it at a different price and making a profit on it. Whereas this is, you're getting, I don't know anything cheaper. I don't know anything cheaper than this. At 3.3 cents per kilowatt. There's nothing in the world that is cheaper than this. Okay? Now you've put this up against Genesis Mining. You put it up against anything. This blows it out of the water, right? In comparison, cost comparison. Nothing touches this, right? Now there is a catch. The catch is you got to buy tokens. One token is per 1 kilowatt of power. So if you go back to these machines, for example, if I was to buy the L3, I could have 800 watts for me to power this, right? And that gives me up to 50 years of free rent. So you have to pay the rent, But because you have a token, you don't have to pay the rent on the facility, and you save. So these are here. This is it here. They're not offering this standard now, but you're basically saving 56% plus 100 miners, 66% 1.5 from 1 to 9. So by having the tokens, you're actually saving. But then what's going to happen with the token is the price of the token is going to go up. The value of the token is going to go up because it's scarce. There's only a certain amount of tokens that there's going to be distributed, and then once the tokens are sold, people are going to be fighting over the tokens because they're going to want to build more miners. You know what I mean? Like what they'll do is, what the majority of people will do is they'll buy tokens, right? And then they'll go, oh yeah, I want to mine. So then they go and buy a machine, right, through them, and then they start, let's just say they set up a L3, and then they get going, and that's making them, what's an L3 make? An L3 will probably be making them, dash L3. 504 mega hash, about 26 cents a day, $22.36 a day. All right, and then they're probably going, oh, okay, that's not too bad. I want to get some more. All right, let's get another 9 more. Because this power consumption doesn't mean shit. It doesn't equate. So does the cost per kilowatt. Doesn't equate. Right? So now you got 10 L3s, you're making 228 a day. So now you're going, oh, okay. But then what will happen is then people are going to want more and more. They're going to keep on wanting to upscale, get more and more and more machines, because you can do unlimited machines. There's a certain degree of many machines you can get because they're building these gigawatt pods out, right? But there's this new. I'm going to be getting this. So this is the new Dash 5 A5 Dash miner. It clocks at overclocks at 38 gigahash. Right, it's out of stock at the moment. You better buy these. They're a little bit dearer, but then again, you know, they're going to do everything for you. They're going to set it up for you, do everything for you, and they're going to get this thing running. And this thing's only got a rating of overclocked at 1250. So you got your Dash miner, you're running 38 gigahash, and it's overclocked at 1250. You're making $409.73 a day. Let's just buy 5 of those suckers. Okay, you might have to spend 50 grand, but now you're making $2,000 a day. So you got to make sure that you have enough. You got to have enough tokens to actually supply the machine, right? Because this thing overclocked is at 1250. You need to have 1250 tokens to run this machine. But then if you look at the big picture, right, with this, it's way more profitable than Genesis Mining because you're getting pretty much most of the profit. They're handling the machine for you, and you don't have to do anything. With Genesis Mining, they're taking too much of the profit. For this one here, let's see. My return on investment, this would cost me 50k. My return on investment, I would get this in a, let's just say, to be conservative, 60,000 a month. So you'd make 2,000 a day, and you'd get 60,000 a month. So you'd get your money back, right? Even if you ran one of these machines. But to keep this profitable, you need the low. Even if you see, you'd still make a profit within 1 month. You can't do that with Genesis. Then also you can you're getting the power cheap as well. All right. That's what I'm talking about, right? You're getting the power cheap. They're going to set everything up for you, and you're going to get your ROI back within 1 month. In Genesis, you're getting your ROI back in about 8 to 9 months. It's getting more difficult. Now, the difficulty of this of Dash is going to go up again. All right, in about 3 months, when these machines arrive, the difficulty will be a lot. You'll be earning. You won't be earning $400 a day. You'll probably be earning maybe 200, or maybe 300. It just depends. But you just buy more machines, right? Who cares? So that's the advantage of a program like this, right? But again, you know, this runs out in 12 hours. So you're out of luck. I don't know if they're going to be releasing more tokens. But anyway, you still got 12 hours. What I might do is if you're still interested, I'll drop my link in the description box somewhere. I'll put it into the description of the YouTube. But I'm bullish on this now. There is another ICO. If you're gonna miss this one, there is another ICO coming out. All right. This one's not as good, but you know, it's very similar. Very similar. Oh man, I've forgotten the freaking URL for it. Yeah, there is another one coming up. I like these ICOs that have like physical shit. You know what I mean? They have physical stuff to it. It's tangible. All right. With Gigawatt, they're building facilities to accommodate for these things. All right. So. Where is this bitch? This one too, it does look promising. But basically what they're going to do is they're going to build you can build your own mining machines, but they're going to have this device, or I think it's a bit of software. Could be device or a bit of software, because the biggest thing with mining is how to put all the pieces together, right? Is how to set it all up. And they're going to make this thing that's going to make it so easy for you to just click a button, and it's got a it looks pretty cool. It's like it's got this artificial intelligence, and it can be controlled remotely from your mobile phone, and it basically will run your miners for you without you being there, and it talks to the main server, as well as all the people that are using the system. It all networks to the same server, and then it tells you the best algorithm to run, or the best settings, and it will automatically adjust to your mining machine. Oh man, I can't find it. Far out. It's also another really cool one, which is also, you know, something that if you're in the mining space, which, you know, I'm sort of in the mining space. Well, kind of. Well, as far as mining I've gone is with Genesis Mining, but I can see the benefit of it. I can see the benefit of mining, right? and I love it because now I've stopped doing these bullshit programs that stop paying you. I'm looking for tangible stuff, you know what I mean? Real tangible stuff where that you can touch and feel, right? And that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in all these pie in the sky fucking programs. I'm done with that shit. So yeah, pretty much I just showed you how to make 60 grand a month. There's Gigawatt there. Plus I'm doing ICOs as well. So I got more than enough on my plate right now to bring me enough income. Here it is here. Easy Mine. Okay, this one's also another, if we want to keep it on the flavor of mining, this is also another one. The Gigawatt I have, yeah. KYU, yeah, I've invested in the Gigawatt. Yeah, they do take the power and everything out, but it's minimal. But they take it all out before they cut you the check anyway, Stuart. So so this is another one that I like. This is an ICO again, it's ICOs. But just look out for this one. I really like this one actually. So that's basically it there. You got your user, and then it connects with your mobile app as well as the web, and basically it's for miners. This one's for miners as well. So that's at easymine.io. But it's pretty good. I think it's pretty cool. It's got uses this artificial intelligence, and these guys are European. They must be from Ukrainian guys, because they're really into this mining stuff, But obviously, do your due diligence on it. But I think they got a good concept. So the ICO starts also. I'm going to be investing in this ICO because, once again, I like the idea already. I just got to check out to see whether these guys. It's in 10 days. Okay, this is not as good as Gigawatt. Gigawatt's, out of all the ICOs I've seen in regards to just mining, there won't be another Gigawatt. This is a once in a lifetime. This Gigawatt. But you've only got to go on their Twitter page, right? And you can sniff around. So you gotta really do the due diligence on this stuff, right? You don't, just because it's a good idea, it doesn't mean you gotta sniff around, right? There's so many places to find out information. It's all there, right? So this is Gigawatt Mining. I don't even know if this is their page. Gigawatt Mining. This must be their old setup. Oh no, it's the same. Oh yeah, baby. Panda miners, baby. So there are your Panda miners. They're in stock now. I could go and buy some of these Panda miners now. So these are the prefabs that are coming. Okay, what they're doing is, see, they're building these prefabs. See, these are all the, and they build this. This is a real project, guys. It's not just some bullshit fucking script. This guy here, Dave Carlson, he built the biggest Bitcoin mining operations in North America, right? And he's got some big backers behind him when he was building that facility. It was like some stupid amount of megawatt, right? So he knows his shit when it comes to mining. And this now is the new expansion. They want to get this up to 50 megawatt, some bullshit, right? That's why I like it, because it's tangible, it's real, you can touch it, it's getting done by people that have got a very reputable in the industry, that have been around for, He's been doing Bitcoin mining ever since the 2010, I think. So yeah, oh, wow, this is it here. So these are the facilities that they're building, right? That's a new facility they just built, and see all these things at the back. That's where the fans are. They got these little sliders that come over. So these are where the fans are, right? And what happens is, in this housing of this little building that they built, inside there is just all racks and racks of racks of S9s, Panda miners, L3 plus. They're just racks and racks of it. And then all these fans, what they do is they push this hot air through it, because it's easier to cool it that way than air condition it. So they push the hot air out. So they put cool air in, and it pushes the hot air out. That's the most efficient way to run it. And they purposely built this thing, and it's a long story, but anyway. So what they're doing is they're building these. They're building many of these facilities. That's actually quite nice. It looks quite nice. So what happens is when you buy your miner will sit in one of these facilities, all right, and it'll be all linked up and digitally. You're about to see it and everything, right? And then once that you're getting the cheap power from this area, Washington, where they have a hydroelectric facility. That's why they built it there. And then your mine will be housed in one of these, or you might have 1 or 10 or 50, whatever, or 100. And then what you do is then they'll mine it and do all the mining for you, and then they take out the expense. But if you've got tokens, you don't have to. As you can tell, I'm excited about this project. That's why I'm bloody. It's not even giving you a spiel. It's just like, this is what I'm doing, and this is the team and everything. I want to get, obviously I want to get up and running and get my miners up and running. So this is what powers this beast. All that cheap power they're getting from that. 3 cents a kilowatt. That's what's going to be running my A5 Dash Master. 3 kilowatts. 3 cents per kilowatt, baby. So that's basically, I just want to get my miners up and running first, right? Obviously get my miners up and running first, make me some money. They're your Panda miners now. You can go out and buy your Panda miners. They're pretty shit. I wouldn't buy them because they're electricity wise, they cost you more. So I don't recommend you buy the Panda miner. I'll show you the Panda miner. The Panda miner's got more energy, and it's see, these are the stages here that it's going through. The Panda miner is more energy, and it's cost you more in power. So you don't want to get the Panda miners. What you want to get is you want to get the L3s, or you want to get the Dash Master. They're the ones you want to get. Alright. So what I'll do is, if you guys are interested, as you can tell, I'm very bullish on this one. I think it's I think this one is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It really is, because you're not going to get another ICO that's going to be building facility like this at their length, at what they're doing. And as you saw, I just showed you a 60,000 per month business model there, right there. Let me just log into my account, and then I'll just if you guys are interested in this, you got 12 hours. Now you need to buy at least enough to power a machine. So, I mean, I wouldn't even bother going out to buy these to flip the tokens. I don't think it's going to be worth it. You might or might not, but really only go into this if you're going to be flipping, if you're going to go into buying a machine, because you're going to get the maximum benefit if you're going to be buying a machine, because that's what they're made for, right? There's no point otherwise. Log out. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the description if anyone's interested. But yeah, again, it's not for everyone. But for me personally, I think it's a good deal because you're not relying on anyone, right? You're relying on machines, right? You're not relying on a program. I've done multiple programs that have failed. And right now, and this is sad to say, I trust machines more than I trust people. Because if you trust people too much, they'll screw you over. Right? And this is the sad fact. These people running these shady programs, as soon as the money gets too big and it's reached their level where, you know, their price is met, they'll screw you over. Right? And this happens in every online program. Okay, every single online program that I've done, just about everyone, I haven't done Amway and I haven't done Herbalife, maybe I should have. Every single program, bar Genesis Mining, has screwed me, right? So you guys can either listen or you don't, that's up to you. I'm just trying to give you my advice and my experience. That you're better off trusting machines, and it's very, very sad to say this, than it is to think. Problem with fork of Bitcoin Cash is there is yeah, good point. But I'm not here to support the miners anyway, so I'll just flip mine. As soon as I get my Bitcoin Cash, I'll just flip it into Bitcoin. Yeah. Look, they've got their own agendas as well. You know, you got to understand that. I mean, they do a lot to secure the network, obviously. So they've got their own agendas, and it was always bound to happen, right? A fork was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. How much the minimum token? Well, they're $1.20 now, Jamil. But again, don't just go into it if you're not going to do mining. So if you're not going to do mining, I recommend don't buy any. Okay, that's just my honest opinion. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. Just it's what's best for you. And if you don't want to mine, then don't do it. I'm doing it because I can get a couple of machines. I just showed you, I can buy 5 machines and I can make $2,000 a day. It's going to be less once Dash drops. Dash is going to drop. But that's all right. I'll just buy more machines. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I wanted to say for you guys. Didn't expect it, to be honest. We didn't expect it to be this long because I didn't think my voice would hold up. Ooh, put that out of control. Yep, that one there. Get rid of that. So guys, you guys have a look out for this one too, guys. All right. Look out for this one here. It's coming out in 10 days. If you want to look at another ICO that's Bitcoin related, kind of. But I haven't researched into the background of these guys yet. Okay, I've only looked at the site, and I haven't researched the people running it. So I'm just letting you know now before you can go into it. All right, guys. Well, I gotta get some more drink for my throat, and yeah, you guys have a good day. Probably won't I probably, yeah. I mean, I'm done with programs. I'm over that shit. I've got a couple running now, but those programs, I don't expect them to last long because they never do. All these programs that you're doing online now, um, most of them will go for a while, maybe 1 year if they're lucky, 2 years. But at some point, they're all going to stop paying you. So I'm just letting you guys know that. That's all. I'm not trying to hate on you guys. I'm just telling you the facts. This is what's going to happen. All right. And then you're going to have to start again. So if you're quite happy to do that, that's all sweet. That's good. But I'm certainly tired of doing that. I'm certainly tired of doing it. And it's sad to say I'm trusting a machine over people to do their job because I've seen what happens in rev shares and MLMs. And I could be here all day talking about that, but I won't. So just it is what it is. We're here to make some money, help people along the way, and hopefully the people that run these programs will do the right thing by us. But most of the time, they don't. Most of the time, they don't. That's the key thing to that sentence. I wish they did, but if they did, we'd still all be around today, right? And we'd all still be getting paid from all these programs. I could rattle them off. You know the names, right? We've all been in multiple programs, and we'd all still be getting paid today from maybe I could probably name at least 50 programs I'd still be getting paid today. $10 from this program, $50 from there, $300 from there, $2,000 from there, $1,000 from there, $1,500 from there. Be good if they were still all paying me, but they don't. All right, so wonder why. So anyway, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.